So
Good
please
evening.
proceed.
Good evening, everyone. I'm going to talk on the food and nutrition, food and nutritional security in India. We can see that what we are going to discuss on that the food and nutritional security and agribusiness growth and opportunities in agriculture. This is the content I'm going to talk on this particular mentioned topics content. Okay. Here we are going to discuss what is the positive trend in the food and nutrition security in India. First is the positive developments like the FAO, Water Food and Agriculture Organization, is given the entire set of a sustainable goal regarding that what the kind of a agriculture infrastructure development and kind of a livestock fishery and like a aquaculture, they are going to set the goal for the development of sustainable food production. This is what you can see the as the entire set for SGD, the Sustainable Development Goal. And in 17 goals, we are going to talk on the 8 and 9 goals. That is a no poverty and no hunger and good health and the clean and water and sanitation and like the you can see the reduce in the sustainable cities and responsible consumption. It is a 12 number and the climate action and the you can see that what is the on flow water and life on land. You can see this will be the 4 to 6 sustainable development goals. We can going to talk on this. You can go for the it is given by the global hungry index, the zero hunger goal at risk, because India is going to take part in the low medium income generating countries. Okay. If you see the risk of the food security or food crisis, you are going to see the low income generating companies like a Bangladesh, Afghanistan, and the Cambodia, and the Ghana, and the Djibouti country. These are all comes from the food crisis, and also the severity nutrition security is going to face in this country. But in India, we can see that we are going to be a good sustainable development is taking place in our food production. You can see that the 600 million people worldwide are projected to face the hunger in 2030. You'll see that 1 is to 3, how they will going to moderate and food security. Okay, you will see that why this is going to take place, because we are in good in production, whether it is in a rice production or milk production, all cereals and pulses, and also the horticulture crops. In this, all horticulture crops we will going to see in the future next upcoming slides. We're going to see that why India is having concentrating on the food security is that mainly on production. The main production of the rice is that 147 million metric ton production is taken place in 2024-25 year. That is given by the FAO, and also the 140 million metric tons is production is taking in the China, because we cross the production in rice, because of the dominant production is the China. But this year we come across the China because of the production is good. So this is the information given by the FAO. And moving to the next slide is the we are talking on the recommend energy is given by ICMR. We can see the changes here for the 2020 and 2010. We'll see the difference here. What is the kilocalories is going to differentiate. You will see that as a sedentary, moderate, and heavy workers, you will see the difference here why they are coming to decrease the kilocalories in 2020, but in 2010 it is higher. It is 2320 kilocalories there for sedentary work. As for the adult men, you can see in 2020 it has come for 2100 kilocalories. Because why? Because of that, because who is having the sedentary work, he is having the different lifestyle, because it the kilocalories of energy it is not burned. Okay, because of that, you will see that it is 210 kilocalories is deficient. Okay, when you see the adult woman, that is a again here the 240 minus 240 kilocalories is reduced when compared to 2010 to 2030. The ICMR is the Indian Council of Medical Researchers given this information to extended the give the food security for the India. This is the report is given by the ICMR and NIN. That is a Nutritional Institute of um, National Institute of Nutrition in 2020. They given this as the idea to take the intake of nutrition, because one thing is that why they recommended the energy requirement because of the targeting the nutrition intervention. It is a mainly focusing on that how you can give the nutritional aspects for the sustainable. It is like a group of people how they will going to take the intake of the kilocalories is important, and also the physical activity also important, because when they are initiating the energy requirement to uh, get the give the kilocalories, but we can differentiate here what is the physical activity they are going to do. Depend on that they initiated this of the kilocalories. Because moving to this slide here is that how they are what are the things we are giving the more food production. Here it is we are saying that uh, the wheat, rice, maize, Bengal gram, urd gal, ragi, barley, and small millets. And thing is that how we can have the chance of getting the more food production, because the main food production depends on what cereals and pulses is making the major food and nutrition components will come to see in the plate of the food. And if you see the like the allied activities like a livestock, forestry and logging, crops, and fishery and aquaculture, livestock, because when you see this is what 2023 and 24 is given the kind of idea of how it is taking the growth. And you can see that it is also the part of horticulture. You will see that it is the 90 million metric tons. It is there, but in go seeing that 2010 20 to 21, we'll see that around 250, more than 250 million metric ton as a production. You can see the horticulture is giving the more production because of to sustainable extent. And see this is for the how the rice is coming for the first stage. It is around 147 million metric ton in production. And next is the wheat, maize, bajra, and jowar. These are all the main components of the nutritions. Okay, the major components of the nutrition is these are all, and the horticulture is a sub components for the foodstuffs. How do we can overcome? In the next slide, we will going to see that what is the it is like the food inflation heat map. We can see here how we are going to be in the part of. You can see the food inflation. It is a color. It depends on the more than 5%, and the red is 2 to 5%, and 0 to 2%, and is a less than 0% here. And it is a real food inflation heat map. It is there, and here the food inflation heat map is that you can see the less than 2%. It is the green color, and 2 to 5% is there. It is yellow color, and 5 to 30% is there. It is a red color, and the more than 30% it is there. It is like a purple color. We can see here the purple color, which is the countries which severely facing the nutrition security and also the food inflation. If it is a prices go on increasing, so they can't even access the main foodstuffs because it is a high price. So this is the kind of a indicator. It is given in the green, yellow, red, and purple. You can in a food inflation May 2024 and to April 2025, India is facing this kind of a severe in food inflation. It is a 7.9, 8.4, and 5.1 and 5.3. and 8.4 and 9.7 and 8.2, and in the recently you will see that December 2024 7.7 is there. In January 2025 it is come to 5.7. Again, when you can see the February 2025, you can see 3.8, and March 2025 you will see 2.9. Because if you will see that it is 0.2 0 to 2% is a food real inflation map is taken place, because this is the information we got from the food security, from the World Bank. And here we can see the FAO food price index falls in the how it will be lowers on the cereals and vegetable oils. These are all the points. We can see that how it will be going to be taken place of the vegetable oils. It is a going high and it is coming down. It is a less than 160, it is coming down. And if it is a dairy product, it is going up. If it is the May, the January, February, March, April, May means it is going to take in the higher positive trend. It is a dairy. And if it is going to see the sugar, it is again, it will be coming down in the May month of 2025. And you will see that it is a yellow kind of a trend. It is coming, going up and coming down. Because of that, it is a price indices is taking place. You can see the FAO food price index. You can see here up to December is there. Uh, how it was going to in 2025, it is little bit up, and it is coming down. Because of that, the price food price index is going to see in a different trend. In 2022, it is up, raised, and in the 2023, it is down in the December. And if you go with the 2024, it is slightly from January to December, it is made the upside. But in 2025, it is more than the 130, 125 to 1 near to the 128 and 137. It is in the March, April, May month of 2025. You can see the difference here. These are all the points which you can see the 127 point in the May 2025. Uh, how you are going to see this? It was important on this particular cereals, sugars, and vegetable oil. These are all the vegetable oil, dairy, sugar, and meat, and cereals. It is, we can see this is the trend is taken place in 2025. And again, food distribution system. In food distribution system, you can see the two departments, that is a Department of Consumer Affairs and Department of Food and Public Distribution. You can see here how it will be going to spreading the awareness among the consumers' rights. You can see that it is a 4,361 crores and 41% lower as the compared to revised estimate. It is raised to 7,345 crores in the 2024 and 25. It is the budget estimate and revised estimate from the allocation to the ministry. In the recently 2025-26, they estimated this is the cost is going for the public distribution and also the consumer affair. How it is connecting to food security means how we are going to distribution of the food is important for the poverty line, and how we can manage the hunger rate in India. It is also important. In the how it will be, the actually we can see that in 2025 and 26 it is budgeted. It is like for the food distribution, I can see the one sorry 2,11,406. How it will be going to, it is all in crores. And for the consumer surface, they are keeping for the 4,361 crores they are keeping. You can see this will be the how you are going to keep the, these are all the amount how we can engage in for the some kind of a situations we can going to. It is like a, we are keeping for like a, if it is a flood is coming or any like a COVID part is taken place, some of the crores they are keeping as a this is the amount they are keeping for the like a 23 24 you are seeing the 273 crores is keeping for the buffer stock. The buffer stock is that to give the security of the food, they are keeping this is the amount. But if you come across the 2024 and 25, that's 7,345, this crores is keeping for the buffer stock. And how we can balance this amount for the consumer affairs, because you can see like a onion, potato, and some kind of a cereals they are keeping to stabilize the consumer products. Consumer products are essential products which is necessary for the leading the life. They are keeping this is the amount. If any kind of a situation comes, this is going to utilize this 4,361 crores is keeping to for this 2025 and 26 also. You can see the consumer affair is the minus. If you see this, it will be 273 and it is going to 4,300. You can see that how it will be going to take place with the downwards, because it is very less and it is going with the higher. If it is increased and so it is coming down. Because of that, this is the source we got in the expenditure budget, and it is also the union budget. They give us the estimate of the real cost. And is the next we are moving to the Indian agribusiness sector. It is rapidly growing. You know that 145 crores of population it is coming up to satisfy the consumers' nutrition. They are giving the like a giving the dietary pattern as a food necessary. You can see that the population increasing in other way, and one more is that how the urbanization and rising of income is taking place. You'll see that how the culture and tradition is taking place in the market, and as a dietary preference by the standard of living and the standard of people and the high rich people, how they will be accessing the food for processing food is important, and how it will be look like the healthier. They will be having more conscious on what they are having, that is with the nutritional aspects. If it is any processed products, they will go with seeking that. If it is a organic based this certified like the some of the like a mark they are having, or like a FSSI mark is there, and how the pattern is taking place because of the India organic or like a IMO certificate. Because of that, the certification may be having the boosting that to some people, how they will going to benefit in the food consumption. Because of that, the healthy it is a healthy lifestyle, so unhealthy we don't know, but people are preferring to go for the processing products. Because of that, they are not having the time to get cook in the home. This is the dietary preference they are doing. Because of that will be the, you can see the changes of the nutritional security is taking place. You can see this is the United Nation population graph. It is in the 2011. You can see the 124 crores, and if you're going to see the 2025 of the population, if it is we are talking about 120, 145 crores of population, but it will be going forward to 148 or 149 crores of population as per today, or this year it is going to be reached. And you can see the trend how it is taking place from the 1960s to till 2011. It is going in a good direction how the population is taking place. For that we have to make the sustainable uh, nutrition benefits for that. Okay, you can see that what is the good food, what we are giving for the population is important. For that we are making that, if you take in the cereals and pulses production, if it is a 240 uh, million metric ton it is taking place as a cereals and pulses. And it you'll see in the how the vegetable crop is at 1 to 40 million metric ton in horticulture production also. We can see this will be the a good sign of to sustainable. If it is a more production is there, we can't see the food inflation also. If it is a going with the high prices of any commodities, you can see the price inflation is taking place. So it will be effect on the population. So the population will going to get a serious food inflation, means it is depend on the sustainable growth, how they will going to get the good nutrition. On the spaces I discussed on the this population data, and the what are the initiatives by the government. You can see, let's say the policy support, you are seeing that it is like financial initiatives. In the financial initiatives, you are seeing that 301 billion is given with a 99.4% of private finance coming with commercial private sectors bank due to the Reserve Bank of India priority sectors lending direction. We can see that the government initiatives for the giving the private finance bank also giving the support for making the production. Okay, there this like the bank also support with the agriculture production, so it will be boost the more production also. And one another sides you can see the subsidies also. It is another thing is that we recently we got the total investment of the Invest Karnataka is that 28,496 crores. It is a state ambitious. They invested in the this year 2025 initiatives. These are also the government has taken part to get the more sustainably and also the infrastructure development in agriculture, because of the population is moving up and we are making the to sustainable, we are doing better, and also it will be enhancing the quality of the standard of life. Next is the technological advancement. You can see the precision agriculture. We are seeing the like a drone we are using, and weather forecasting, sensor-based data analytics we are using. Because the more technologies come for the farms, we can analyze like the water content in the soil and wet moisture and everything. Because of that, more technology is coming for to analyze. It is a climate smart agriculture. We are getting benefit because the government also giving benefit for this, so it will be optimize the good yield in the future. We can see this is also a good advancement. And you can see that the biotechnology is concerned, we're going to see you can see the yield more yield variety, pest resistant and drought tolerance. And it in 2024, the University of Agriculture, GKVK Bangalore, is given the high yielding varieties released in 2024. You can see uh, that is like a maize, poppy, and sunflower fodder crop, castor, sorghum, and fodder copia. These are all the things where got the released in our GKVK, and how it is taking, because biotechnology is putting the more worthy to get the sustainable production. It is a great matter. And also the e-commerce and digital platform, because you can see that the e-platform, that is also the farmers is getting into the e-platform, that is like the business to business, then the business to consumer, consumers to consumer, and also the consumer to business. This is all the e-commerce digital platform, how they are going to make it the facilitating the market is important, because you can see the accessibility and affordability and the availability of the product we can access anywhere in the country. And by this is the it is the core understanding of how what is a digital platform is taking place as per the 2016 to till as a 10-year of the e-platform. We can see the number of changes is taking place when come for the last decade. It is like the facilitating market, how it will be enhance the people's mind, and the market facilities is taking place. And next is the investment opportunities. If you see the investment opportunities, you will going to see that the the invest opportunity, that is a private public sectors participation. You will see this is like a the Singapore based company. It is given the 10% stake in Haldirams, that is a India's largest snack makers, worth approximately the dollar 1 billion. You can see that how the investment, it's like the foreign direct investment is putting to our Indian company based processing company. You can see it like a food processing company or cold chain or logistics or technology. We can see like the opportunities coming up we can see the sustainable changes which will more benefit for the company to survive in the next level. We can see the foreign direct investment like that. India and Australia is having the trade agreement, that is a India and Australia Economic and Cooperation and Trade Agreement is given into support. How it is going to give the support means in our Indian students we can go there for the making studies there in Australia. That is also one, and there is a 90% of the production what we are making, and Australia is ready to accept what we are making the production in the export concerns. It is all like the agribusiness having the good potential when because of the trade agreement. It is also giving the benefit, and also you will see the international of education, the like a MEP 2020. That is also the people, the student exchange program. It is the Indian students can go for the internship or making projects or something. So it is like a that in the NEP 2020, this has also become a part of the investment opportunity. And also you can see the venture capital and startups. We can see like a for Fox Venture, AgriSure Fund, and Nabenture Fund, and Climate Resilient Agriculture Fund, and DHEART, and Kinara's Capital. You can see this is the Fox Hub Venture. Will see the 25 crores. It is all the IIT Kanpur has done this Fox Hub Venture. That is like a US based firm. It is taking for 25 crores. How it is going to give the invest our capital venture? Like the AgriShore is given the 750 crores. It is the Naventu is giving that is a support of to make the like a production, processing, and supply chain. And recently, you can see that the NABARD and MSME loan is like a climate resilient agriculture fund, that is 1,000 crores from the NABARD is given to. It is like a for the startups. There they're giving to identify whose idea or creation by, for the business or entrepreneurship, kind to give the kind of a startups. If you're having that, and that bank also giving the some funds to the people. Then like a DHEART is the end-to-end services from the inputs to up to marketing or processing. They are giving the help from the this company. And the Kinara Shop, that is like the MSME loan, micro, small, medium entrepreneur loan are giving in the for to the capital also. This is overall the investment opportunities getting to enhance the agriculture production. And also this is all the shadow of the food security. It is going for the next future of generation, which we the number it is going for the 160 crores of population. Okay, you can see the next is the key growth areas, that is the food processing and horticulture and high value crops and dairy and poultry and agri input technology. You will see that this is how the Indian processing market. It has taken the INR to 65,244.8 billion. It is taken into the 2030. It is how it will be going to make it the processing industry will be benefited. You can see the trend here. It is got from the IMARC. This is like a research study already study by the people. They are analyzing the food processing industry, and this you are going to see the CHR is the 8.38 from 25 to 33. You can see the 8% will be going to increase in the food processing industry. For that is what the expansion of the fruits and vegetables and the dairy meat and meat products. You are going to see this will be the increasing more and more. The Indian dairy market will see the kind of a industry development is taking place, and the drivers and the trends and many more like a by types of the milk powder, butter, curd, milk, and dairy products and cream and others. You can see that in 2032 we'll see that dollars of 274.09 billion is going to change the real number of what dairy market is going to take place, because this are all comes under the allied product sectors, but it is how it is going to give the best the Indian dairy market, because the allied products will have the benefit on that. So it will be very difficult to analyze that the processing sectors is taking the high uh, CAGR, and it is going with the high value products. High value products always they will be in a successive in market. And the challenges and opportunities, we'll see that the challenges and opportunities is that how it will be going to get a benefit from it, because infrastructure is the main thing, and the market access and skill development and climate change resilience. We'll see that it is from the national infrastructure pipeline. This is a source as a national infra plan. The water all the things is taken in what percentage. You can see here how it will be going to take part in this urbanization or making the market access also. Then it will be the infrastructure, how it will be taken. The roadways is 18, uh, then the energy is 24, and the industry infrastructure 3, the social infrastructure is 4. Then if you'll see the agriculture and food processing, it will be you are seeing that how it is less compared to the social infrastructure. Okay, then how the what is the investment is taking place, and the rural infrastructures have been. Okay, irrigation 8, and telecommunication and urbanization 17, the airport, port, and railway. These are all overall projection is that how they are going to see the make it the utilization of the infrastructure development. And you can see down here the India access control market size, because we know that more competitors are there in the market. So whatever the challenges will be there for them, there will be opportunity. You can see as of the 2024, you can see the $588.5 is coming with the market size, and it is for the 2030 we can expect up to 1222.4 US dollars in million. Okay, you can see this is what the uh, Grand View research, how they done on the, it was on the 8.6 Indian market is going to take place in 2025 to 30. This is also the challenges for our going the agribusiness, but we have to stick on with what we are making it, because the according to the infrastructure gaps and challenges, we concentrate on the cold chain facilities and the logistics, transportation, and the storage infrastructure. Because to balance this all, the how much we are going to take the fund to upgrade ourselves to make the our processing food products into cold chain. On the transportation is the easy network to connect with the market size also, because all countries having the eyes on that how we can connect with the Indian market size also, because the more export oriented products is coming to opportunity as an opportunity, how it is going to give the chance to the other country, how they will be getting it also important. See here the opportunities, and how you will going to see the horticulture as a production and supply. You can see the exotic fruits and the herbs and medicinal plants for the specific market, and the vertical farming. As I the Pradhan Mantri given the initiation to going for the Paramparagat Krishi Vikas Yojana, they were giving the best to make the organic foods, because it is the high value crops, and it is also the there how we are going to adjusting the uh, agriculture in particular by without using the more chemicals is important. As per the Jaivik Bharat initiation, what are the it is like a maximum residual limit is there in the production of a crops. You can see the organic and sustainable farming, because the it is having the more uh, growth in urban cities like the organic mandia, simply organics, and also more how we are getting the more interest on getting the organic based shops is stores are giving the more and new things to the consumers, because that is all high value crops and they are giving to. It is like the food security they are giving, and it is like the greenhouse production. It's just like a vegetables, flowers, seedlings. Because of that, the polyhouse and net house, and how they are the giving to the farmers is important. Because when you're going to see that the production, if it is giving the good climate for the production, you will going to enhance the more production when compared to earlier also. Because seed production and supply is also major focus. If it is see the more high-tech nurseries, they are giving the high quality of crops, so that will enhance the production also for the farmers. It is also opportunity to go with the behind 250 crores of a horticulture crops or something. In India, they're having the good idea to make best production, because of the high quality of seeds is required for the farmers. And next is the processing and packaging. If you see the processing and packaging, you can see that food processing, value added products, and packaging and branding is there. You can see that where India will be there, it is in 55, that is 1.1% they're having. But as a European countries, they're having the 799 number, and it is 38.9% of the world scenario. You can see the exporters of agriculture product. Next is that you can see uh, 12%, and you can see the USA also the 13%, Brazil is 2.8%, China is 3%, and depend on the quality of the produce, it will be going to share the percentage of shares it is taking place. And you can see the Canada, Indonesia, Australia, Argentina, and Mexico. This is also given by the World Trade Organization has given. This is the uh, picture they given this, how it is taken the recently on 2024-25. This is the scenario is taken place as a top 10 exporters of agriculture products. You can see the value added products also, like spices. The more spices, like the giving enhancing the immunity boosting, and also the tea and herbal extracts, it is for the boosting of human health and immunity to the value added products. It is like a blending of all kind of ingredients that will enhance the health benefits, that will be the greater to extend their the lifespan of the human being. And also the packaging and branding, now it is all depends on the attractive and sustainable packaging is important. It is also so initiating like a biodegradable packaging, and how they are giving with the good packaging, with the how the standard plastics they are using to high polypropylene, that kind of a the covers they are giving to give the sustainable packaging. And also the quality will be enhanced because of the packaging, so that will become a brand also. You can see the dual packaging, or like a how it will be enhancing the more quality of the products. You can see the next is the service and solutions. You can see the landscape installation and agri-tourism, horticulture consulting, and the urban greenery solution and e-platforms are there. Because majorly the services and solution is taking place. Because of that, you can see the Indian landscaping services. You can see that is going for the 6.8% revenue expected for the 2030. It is a landscaping services. You can see the how it is going to take part in the agri-tourism also. In agri-tourism, you will see that the offers for the students, there will be like a education tour for the some farms, and they are going to be stay in the farm and they can do the some activities in the farm, so that is also become a agri-tourism. And you can see the education tours to horticulture also. And in Bangalore, Karnataka 2025, we can see that how it is going with the agri-tourism, the landscaping design and installation. It is like a ecosystem of opportunity. The horticulture consulting and also the urban greenery solution, it is there. we can see that how we are going on the plant care design and pest management, and like a rooftop gardening, vertical green walls, and other green infrastructure. It is like a, you can see the how horticulture is going to give the support, because as you know that the urban gardening is taking place as a terrace garden and rooftop garden, because like it is having the interior design or outerior design is making, because of that it is also having the conscious of eco friendly and also the eco sustainable agriculture. It is like it is how we are going to get the good benefit from the this scenario. And it is, you can see the national institute like the green Indian mission, like a we can call it as a gym. You will see that how they are giving for the, there's a press information release that in March 2025, the Belgavi, how they are giving the report on massive tree planting drive under the urban greenery project. It is like that how they are giving the 25,000 sapling. Because of that project, they given the mass tree planting drive is taken place. Because of the urban greenery solution, they went to give for the early June itself, they given the massive tree drive. Because of that, the urban greening project with the forest department aiming to plant. Okay, this will be the how the horticulture and greenery solution is taking place. You know that the e-platform, commerce platform is a how they are utilizing, like the farmers and business to business or consumer to business or consumer to consumers. It is like the platform how they can access. It is a buyers and sellers will be the taking part of this as agriculture products and seeds, and how the service is initiated to make the control of the product. See, as an niche market, we will see the medicinal plant, indoor gardening, pet-friendly horticulture, hydroponics and aquaponics, and market scenario 2025. You will see that what is the medicinal plants. You can analyze that there is a CIMAP is a Central Institute of Aromatic and Medicinal Plant, and how they are going to give the pharmaceutical company with the herbs and such. That is like a medicinal practitioner, how they are giving it is having the more benefit of the medicinal plants, how we can use it for what time. And it is like the situation handling also. And the indoor gardening, it is like a providing kits and supplies of home gardening. It is how you're going to interior gardening is important, because you can feel like how you're going to be stabilized and sustainable is important. Because of that, it is like the indoor gardening is also important, because they live in the ecosystem of this gardening. So they also implement this as a indoor gardening. And pet friendly horticulture, you can see that pet friendly gardening means we can see the pets as a used in one house, how it will be a part of their family. It is like a pet friendly horticulture. Okay, in every home there is a one pet. It will be part of their family, so it will be in every home they having this kind of a opportunity, and also they having some kind of a good initiation to take the pet friendly garden. And like the hydroponics and the aquaponics, we'll see that how it is taking the production. If it is like the more landscape is taking place because of the consumer conscious towards the wellness and responsible for the pet ownership. You can see the medicinal plant also. Because of that, they having the sense to understanding what the hydroponics is taking place. Because it is in the market, we can see the higher prices compared to IMO and also organic produced crop. You can see the hydroponics crops is costlier than the IMO and also the organic. Then our aquaponics also, it is a, now it is going to be new to the market, but it will take higher end to the next level. And as a market scenario, you can see that the compound annual growth rate, it is like a 13 to 13.6% from 2025. We'll see that what is the CAGR for the 2033 is the 3%. It is going to enhance in reaching the $21 billion by 2033. It is like the market scenario. We are seeing the niche market on particular this medicinal plant, indoor gardening, and pet-friendly horticulture, and hydroponics and aquaponics. And the import consideration, we are going to see that market research is taking very good because of the demand. The market is market people and also the farmers is looking for high yield varieties, and expectation is increased. The farmers interest and expectation is increased because of that. They have to take out the good production. They are not having the idea to take the more returns, but they are looking for higher production activity. That is like market research also specific to extend the demands and target market, because regulation and certification is like that. For the organic and certification practices, you can see the Karnataka state seed corporation, sorry, organic certification agency is giving the certification for the land and also the organic produce also. Uh, you can see like the Ecomark is giving to the certification, and the EcoCert is giving kind of a we can see Aditi certification agency also giving the certification for the organically produced uh, companies, giving the authentication for the organic products. You can see the access to resources is that what that we are accessing land, water, and essential resource, and that is like the financial planning for that how we can secure the funding for our venture also. Here you can see the potential of horticulture sectors in enhancing the farm income. As the Meenakshi Chakrabarti and in Agri Express is mentioned in March 18, 2025, you can see the significant high value demand in horticulture crops, and how it will be going to give the agro diversification is important. And also you can see 2024 to 25, the 362 million tons, it is a continuous to surpass the food grain production. You can see this is what we can see 362 million production tons of production is taking in horticulture. How you are going to see that it is important. The Indian largest product producer in ginger, okra among vegetables. Second rank in the production of potato, onion, cauliflower.
Sir, sorry to interrupt you.
Uh,
We are running short of time, sir. Already we have
I,
finished 50 minutes. If
okay.
you can quickly finish it, I will take a few questions, sir.
Yeah, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
Mhm.
will. It's only few slides is there, and
Okay, okay,
I will
okay.
complete it, and I will come for the Q and A.
Sure.
This is what we can see the energy things. We are going to see the normally nourished sedentary men and women. This is what overall the day we have to go with the quantity of the food, and also they given in the grams. They suggested by the ICMR, and also NIN has given the initiation to take up this kind of a nutrition, so we can well balance the sedentary life, and also the people who are like the people who work in the sedentary, they can get this kind of a grams and quantity. And it is last is thank you, and thank you for giving me opportunity. Have any the question and questions you can ask.
Thank you very much, sir, for a wonderful presentation. I will take up the questions now. In the meantime, can you please stop sharing the screen, sir,
Oh,
so that we can see your full video?
okay. Now it is okay, ma'am.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I'll take up the questions now, sir.
Hmm.
What role does climate change play in impacting India's food and nutritional security?
Because now the climate change is important, and because the people they were keeping for the food distribution, like the the government is having the food and distribution for the publics, and also the consumer affairs is keeping the money to utilize the crores of rupees on the time of flood is coming or sliding of anything, the and also how we can get benefit, because some people who is going to take the risk, so instead of that they are going to take the part. But the climate is that how we can analyze, sometime we can analyze, but the more extent to this, that if it is any situation, we having the buffer stock to give for the production for particular like a flood, covid, or any kind of a situation, we can utilize the money from the government sides.
Okay. What policy measures are required to bridge the gap between food availability and nutritional adequacy in India, sir?
Actually, the who knows the knowledge, it is not sharing to the people and what extent they can have the food, and also the quality of a food intake is important, because as a carbohydrates, protein, and also the vegetables and minerals, vitamins, the overall 2,300 kilocalories to they decrease to 2,100 kilocalories. But thing is that what we can, as we mentioned in the one of the slide, how much of grams have to intake, it is like a 180 grams of the carbohydrates, or like the 400 grams of vegetables, or how we can measure and we can take the intake is important. Also we can inculcate the some of the young generation to overcome and to take up this as the kilocalories per day, what is the requirement. It is not showing in any food process packets or anywhere, but if you're giving that idea for some people, definitely they are going to inculcate, and it is also the gap where we can adequately give the information is important for the young generation.
Okay. How does urbanization impact food consumption pattern and
Hmm.
nutritional security in India, sir?
So in urbanization is that the all availability of the foods is it is a 24 into 7 it is available, but due to their the lack of time, they are going for the processing foods rather than the raw material consumption or raw food products consumption. They are going with the kind of a processed foods which is available like the MTR, ready foods and all. It will having some light preservatives, and if you go with the daily consumption, if it is having any chance of to get a kind of a lack of nutrition also, because when you're going to get a fresh foods or like the nutritious food which is more rich in the fibers, we can take only the raw as like that, so it will be rich in the vitamins and minerals. But if you go with the processing, if it is ultra processing, what you are going to get from kilocalories, that is not sufficient, or it may reduce the kilocalories in taking the intake. So the urbanization is going to take this is the format, and the rural people who will be enjoying and having the food consumption in their daily life, it is different. So it will also impact on the what risk going to take in the healthy foods. It's like a cardiac arrest or some kind of a vitamin problem, like a protein energy malnutrition, and like a stunting, and like a obesity. You can see this is the occurring of the Indian people. We can see the more population, this is the suffering is taking place because of the availability is there, accessibility is there, affordability is there in urban city, but in rural they having some traditional culture which is the still it is live in the rural area, so it is having the greater benefit in rural area. But in urban area, some people they having the good exotic fruits or like a lettuce they are going to have it, because the availability is there. But majorly like the business or the industry people, they will go with the different kind of a consumption, which is a well processed food, ultra processing food. It will affect the healthy body.
Okay. How can private sector and startups contribute to improving food security and reducing food wastage in India?
It is like the private sectors, which having the more financially their grip, and if it is coming to support like the startup India, like the bringing the more entrepreneurs to the company of agribusiness, it will be like there will also be pride, and also it will be enhance the young generation, which is unemployment 40% is going on, to cover that 40% of unemployment. So it will be one kind of a the private companies is going to help to some extent, like the Fox Hub we already mentioned here, and also the RBI is given the direction to give for the NABARD that we can go with the startup with the, like the 50 up to 50 lakhs they are offering to make the startups. This is what the good initiation to build the agribusiness growth into next level.
Okay. What role does education and awareness play in promoting dietary diversity and nutritional well-being among the Indian population?
Because there is no go, but we have to give the more idealistic picture when we have to as a the in family instructions, because well know that some having the good food and some are having the not that also, but how we can give the information to the like a student, if it is a children's awareness in a school itself, we can give the information, so their lifetimes is going to change in there itself. If you are going to give the information after getting some of the salary or something, and how people is go on changing the earlier food and the later food also. You can see the changes between the before there is in family or what food they are taking. When come out for the some urban cities, there's a little gap between what the product protein intake is more rather than the carbohydrates, or the way you can see this will be the more fat consumption is more rather than the protein, or like the this is go on portion of the food, it is going change. But we can bring some kind of a information among the students, so it will be developed our good nation. We have to go give it for the student in a school itself, so it will be benefit, and also the college people, students also will get benefit if you're giving. If it is the nutrition security is important, so we can give better information to how we can the life and standard, we can increase standard of life.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. We have now completed the round of questions. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, we like to thank Dr. Yogesh MS for the talk and for answering the questions. This meeting will now be closed.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
You're most welcome.